Let's take a look at the Varustelleka thermal cloak. This is basically a waterproof insulated square, but with the clever use of zippers and tie-down loops, it can be used as a cloak, BB bag, tarp, or emergency shelter, or for casualty evacuation purposes. We currently have 4 variants available: the MO5 Woodland Camo without insulation and with 67 grams ClimaShield Apex insulation, and then MO5 Winter Camo with 67 grams or 100 grams ClimaShield Apex insulation for very cold conditions. Let's look at some details. There are 3 two-way double-sided zippers, a total of 6 tie-down webbing loops with Cordura reinforcements, waterproof shell fabric and taped center seam, and the outer materials are NIR compliant. When worn against the body, this however will not shield the user from thermal optics. This all-in-one piece of survival gear weighs from 650 grams to 1500 grams depending on the insulation and is very compressible. Here is the 67 gram ClimaShield version stuffed into a 10-liter dry bag. Now let's go outside and see this thing in action. The Varustelleka thermal cloak is insulation, shelter and camouflage in one piece of kit. Use it right and it earns its space in your pack and replaces a bunch of separate items and their combined weight. Here's how you turn it into a proper cloak setup. Open one short side zipper. And half of the other. Pull the thing on. And make the head hole snug. If this style suits you, you can stop here. If not, let's continue. Open the long side zipper partly, so you'll free your hands. In order to move around without issues, put on a belt. Now you've got good coverage, hands free. Simple. And see here, you can still run your weapon and access your gear. You'll get better mobility by dropping the cloak down to your waist. You can also throw it over a scoped rifle, break up the outline, add concealment and insulation to yourself. Simple field camouflage without nets or ghillies. Need a quick shelter? Find a suitable nook, dive inside, and you've got an instant emergency shelter. On wet ground, it works well as a bivy bag. It's waterproof, so moisture stays out. But remember, it doesn't breathe that well, so manage condensation and ventilation. With the tie-down webbing loops and waterproof fabric, you can rig a lean-to or a nice little lowe, whatever you prefer. String it up, anchor the corners, and you've got overhead cover. And if things go sideways, you can evacuate a wounded fighter with it. You can build a simple harness setup using tubular nylon. A carabiner in the middle will also make your job easier here. Or slide poles through the loops and make an improvised stretcher. Not very fancy, but it works.